What?
Interesting. Unless that was just a hate spike, which it might have been. I haven't seen the animations on this particular Evelyn skin yet as he steals away the Raptor camp. And there's the flash forward from Effort. Does land it onto Carrier there, who's down to 200 health. Looks like T1 won't be able to get forward though as Deft throws out a Rend. And the Winds of War will cause T1 to back away. To watch out Eep to get rid of a lot of these minions as Pyosik's at 200 health. And he's going to be spotted by this ward. And in goes
No
Cuz
flash.
now, down to 100. Yeah, no flash available as Pyosik tries to turn it around, but he's not going to be able to. Flashes out immediately, and even gets the flash out of Chovy.
In LCK, Carrier.
상대 정글 털고 있구나.
Just rewatch again. He said, I'm controlling.
여기 싸울게.
I'm
이번에
gonna fight
노플이야,
here.
노플.
Evelyn no
노플이야?
flash.
노플이야. 달려도 그래. 잡았고.
I got him.
Easy.
Easy.
Well, Carrier might get tagged. No, bowling ball going to go wide. As Chovy is in the area. Does a fair bit of damage there with the Q. The brush down here does have his Demon Shade activated now that he is level 6, of course. As there's the stun immediately. Carrier takes a lot of damage. They do get the flash out of Effort immediately. The DRX, they invest 4 people down here towards the bottom side and just get 1 F button. A gank is going to look as she's going to walk underneath this turret here. The Allure goes down. CC not going to connect as Canna's going to flash himself out of the way. Teleport through from Clozer, and now Doran could be in a whole host of trouble. The flash is down. Too easy here for these guys as Cuz up towards the top side. Pyosik at the bottom. There's the flash forward Effort. No flash, remember, as the arrow will connect onto the Evelyn, but she will survive.
His Pantheon is kind of 8 available right now, and looking for the top gank with him.
Yeah, in goes Carrier as well. Pyosik not going to find that hate spike. The Canna is well and truly dead, and 2 kills now for the Eve. This is huge.
Okay. And those active plays are really needed from Evelyn. I mean, this play was really silly, I would say, because they didn't CC chain with flash and couldn't pick up the kill. And because of that, T1 was really ahead. But Pyosik, smart move again on the bot side. You forced Nautilus flash last time, or actually maybe DRX is forced it on 2v2 because of the CC cooldowns on Nautilus flash. But so many things are happening at the
bit
same
of a battle
time.
here at the bottom side as Deft pulls in his Pantheon. Effort going to get knocked up as there's the first kill onto the Nautilus, but Clozer gets into the backline. Great knock up as Deft is going to survive, but Carrier not going to be so lucky as now Teddy free hitting as Pyosik comes out of the brush. Teddy trying to fight him out, but he's not going to be able to. The Galio does fall down, but that is still a 2 for 3 in favor of DRX.
I think DRX, they're doing more as a team though. Those Carrier and Pyosik moves are really active, good to see it. And maybe the outcome was not that perfect because of the Clozer's Akali plays, but still, you know, DRX playing as a team, not doing some random things like just did on the top side.
Yep. I did like the amount of heal that they had for Deft as well.
Yeah.
As he was able to survive. Evelyn completely out of vision. Doran is going to pop his head over. Carrier is going to flash his way in. The ulti needs to come out from Deft as he does finally press that button. Pyosik has to use the Agony's Embrace in order to get himself out. And he's not in this fight anymore. Clozer wants to shut him down, and he will do so. A double kill already for the T1 new mid laner. That's a good taunt out from Chovy, though, as Doran slices his way forward, and Deft gets himself a double kill. Canna and Teddy now against Deft and Doran. Top and 80 carry to try and carry this one out, but it's an even fight once again. All right, there's the flash forward. Teddy immediately Captain Jacks that one, as the heal will kill Teddy there. Doran drops turret aggro exactly when he needs to, and Deft wants to try and go for the jewel, but isn't able to against Canner. And
had the better positioning, but because of the efforts first hook, he actually canceled the Pantheon stun, so that fight kind of made even though DRX's position was just so much better for the fight. And after that Clozer, his Akali was just so great in a backline, and right after that just Chovy with the 4-man stun right into the face again. And just so many fights are going around, and those two teams are just having so high quality of team fights, so I'm just glad to watch this.
Yeah, it is definitely bloodthirsty as DRX are going to teleport in. They still want to fight for this. We're going to go take 2 with a whole lot of buttons now on cooldown. Grand Skyfall is there if DRX are looking for an R button, and we've got Lilting Lullaby, we've got an arrow there as well, as Clozer has his ulti back available also. So T1 definitely more fight ready here than DRX, who are going to be able to take down the Drake, but a fight once again going to start. Doran immediately going to be taken down as Pyosik gets out of the fight, but Deft may not be as lucky this time around. Keria has the shield, but he doesn't have his life.
Their understanding about their team can be just so much better than DRX, it seems like, because when DRX has no ultimates, they're kind of useless. Galio, Evelyn, and Kalista, those champions really needed their ultimates, but T1, they don't really care. They just need to have better positioning. They just need to not getting flanked by Evelyn and Renekton. And this time around, they could spot out all the members from DRX. So team fight. I think with that build, Lilia is like fruit flies, you know. It doesn't harm you, but it's actually really annoying.
Especially around Pyosik, who can get into positions that can be confusing. Shock Blast going to land on him, speaking of which, as the flash comes out to dodge to the skies. In that mid lane is Pyosik. The flash forward there onto Cuz, but he's going to flash out. Flash in from effort, but he lands onto a minion. A lot of that CC soaked up by Chovy is into the backline. Goes Doran. He looks for Cuz, but Cuz is so tanky. They're not able to kill him. The new look Lilia with these tank items. I thought Dead Man's Plate was going to come in eventually, but only tank items? Just ridiculous. As Canna chases down the crocodile.
Because it just flies, and it seems like Lilia is just so useful with those builds because you cannot even kill her, and she's still doing some damage, right?
With the amount of teamfight control that T1 has, certainly does work out. I think it's really intelligent as there's a decent pullback from effort. Chovy having to flash to get himself out of the way. Teddy chasing after him. Finds Deft there with the hawk shot as he flashes forward. He knows that he's safe. And Chovy not so much, as the Shock Blast not going to get him, but it at least will still fall down. Fair bit of damage from Pyosik as the Watch Out Eep does not connect. Looking to try and put the Evelyn to sleep, but doesn't even fall down there as Canna is going to kill him before that even happens. And now from the DRX base, the Jace is trying to fight them down. Doran picks up 1 kill though, and Jace will eventually fall as Deft is very high health. And now trying to chase after the T1 members that are still here. Fair bit of damage available from these guys as Clozer not going to get tagged by that Pierce. But Deft just keeping himself healthy, trying to chase after them. Let's see whether he can actually turn this one around as Blade of the Ruined King comes out. You can see Pyosik moving up towards the top. As we're going to have a look at this one more time. Definitely it looked like T1 were feeling themselves a little bit more than maybe they should.
Yeah. Maybe it was not great engaged by effort, but because of cuts, just look at how annoying is that champion. And you cannot even kill her. And she still does some damage and CC, and that helped out T1 to clean up the Renekton. And after that, DRX, they forced to check the Nasher vision. Because of that, Chovy face check, and he died. And I thought T1 is just gonna win in 5 minutes, but they need to limit test before the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a bit of DRX syndrome. They certainly love the limit testing as well. And, you know, when you're facing them, sometimes it can rub off. you can see, Kano was able to clean up Pyosik, but he's inside the enemy base. As we've got another fight breaking out immediately. Huge knockups will land here onto DRX. The heroic entrance does zone a lot of the members, but Clozer still finds the back line. That's a good knockup onto the Akali, but he lands the back foot, takes down the Pantheon, and T1 have turned it all back around Deft. Not going to be able to get them all here as they do go down relatively low, but he's slowed and Teddy will finish this one up. Double kill for the Ashe. That's the ace, and that will be the game here for T1.
Yeah, and Clozer, he's definitely ace for T1, and so many analysts and people were just thinking that, yeah, I mean, Clozer is good player, but it's still like we're not sure if he's good or not because you didn't play against Showmaker and Chovy, and this time around I think he proves himself that he is a top of the LCK mid laner against Chovy, against DRX, and that's the game one for T1.
Yep, Nexus will go down. Congratulations to T1, able to pick up that first victory in the series.